I have a little something for you. Wonder here.
You look so pretty.
Girls rule, boys drool. Just kidding, but it would be nice to see more women's names in film credits.
But baby, believe me, I know that you've lost that love and feeling.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 movies that deserve to be remade with a female cast.
You're telling me that now that this man is free, and we're making good on our commitment to him, he's just gonna decide out of the fucking blue to rip us off?
For this list, we're looking at films that originally boasted a primarily male cast, but which we think would be well suited to a remake or reboot with female leads.
What are you gonna do, shoot us all?
Always. Just you.
If a particular film or films are already confirmed to be in the works, like the all-female reboots of The Expendables and Ocean's 11, they will not be considered.
You scared? You suicidal? Only in the morning.
Number 10, The Magnificent Seven.
If God didn't want them sheared, he would not have made them sheep.
Following 7 misfits who come together to protect a town of innocent people from a group of savage thieves, The Magnificent Seven is a reimagining of Akira Kurosawa's masterpiece, The Seven Samurai. But who says these misfits have to be men? While a remake would replace the iconic faces of Steve McQueen and Yul Brynner with, say, Cate Blanchett and Rosario Dawson, the fantastic action sequences and witty dialogue would translate perfectly to an all-female cast.
Even if we had the guns, we know how to plant and grow. We don't know how to kill.
Women don't get nearly enough screen time when it comes to action flicks. And what's even more uncommon is an action movie made up entirely of female protagonists. But we gotta say, 7 badass women kicking ass in the Old West sounds like a rip-roaring good time.
You tell Bo, if he wants his town, come see me.
Number 9, 12 Angry Men.
You're faced with a grave responsibility. Thank you, gentlemen.
12 Angry Men follows a jury tasked with determining whether or not a young man is guilty of murder. Having been remade once before as a TV movie starring Jack Lemmon in 1997, it's high time a new remake shows the world what happens when 12 angry women are thrown in a room together.
Well, what do you want? I say he's guilty.
I want to hear your arguments.
I gave you my arguments.
The benefit of this female-led version would be to show the other side of things. How would the so-called fairer sex go about determining whether or not a man or woman should be put to death?
What's the matter with you guys? You all know he's guilty. He's got to burn. You're letting him slip through our fingers.
Slip through our fingers? Are you his executioner?
Swapping the genders for this film opens up all kinds of interesting possibilities.
You think he's not guilty, huh?
I don't know. It's possible.
Number 8, The Departed.
Bottom line, we think we might have a problem.
Mobsters, cops, guns, and a whole lot of blood? It must be Scorsese. This classic crime drama follows 2 men on opposite sides of the law as they attempt to identify one another. And think about it, a remake of this film with female leads would be a sight to behold.
You called this number on a dead guy's phone. Who are you?
Rooney Mara in DiCaprio's role and Jessica Chastain in Damon's. Both women living a lie, both searching for a way out.
That's one thing I figured out about myself in prison. My hand does not shake. Ever.
The remake would benefit from this casting change because of the different ways men and women approach different situations.
I erased you!
You erased me, huh?
Oh yeah, go ahead, shoot a cop, Einstein. Watch what happens. Well, what happened is this bull would go right through your f***ing head! Watch what happens!
It's rare in film to see a woman hunt another woman. This fresh take would be unlike any film to date.
I can get the rat. You just gotta let me do it my way, Frank.
Number 7, Superbad.
Well, you'll have sex in college, everyone does.
Yes, but the point is to be good at sex by the time you get to college.
Crass, dirty, and downright hilarious, such were the antics of Jonah Hill and Michael Cera in this high school comedy.
When you guys are shit-faced at the party, you get with her. This is our last party as high school people.
On the hunt to finally lose their virginities and get as intoxicated as possible along the way, their characters Seth and Evan remind many men of their high school experience.
Oh, we're still gonna get laid tonight.
I am. I'm gonna get laid.
Although the film is still quite fresh, it could use a little updating. For instance, the trope of teens trying to lose their virginity has been played out hundreds of times, but rarely are the teens in question women.
No, there's no other time? School's up. What's wrong with right now?
Well, I mean, you're drunk.
It's about time female audiences get a chance to look up at the silver screen and see teenagers that remind them of themselves.
I'm so wet.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they said that would happen in hell.
Number 6. Top Gun.
I feel the need for speed.
Ow! Often mocked for its homoerotic subtext and over-the-top levels of testosterone, this 80s action flick is still undeniably successful. Featuring classic characters like Maverick, Goose, and Iceman, Top Gun follows a group of naval fighter pilots as they compete to be the best in their flight class.
Tower, this is Ghost Rider requesting a flyby.
Negative, Ghost Rider, the pattern is full.
Praised for its action sequences and lambasted for its character development, this film deserves a female-led remake, if only to erase some of the cringeworthy moments that occur when characters aren't flying through the sky.
You big stud. Take me to bed or lose me forever.
Not only that, but having female fighter pilots would be more in touch with the times. Many women serve in the U.S. Armed Forces, and today's film should reflect that. Let the casting begin.
Well, it's bottom of the ninth, the score is tied, it's time for the big one.
You up for this one, Maverick?
Just a walk in the park, Kazansky.
Number 5. The Goonies.
Maybe Chunk is dead. Don't say that. Never say that. Goonies never say die.
Featuring a host of future Hollywood stars, this film is cemented in the minds of many as the quintessential childhood adventure story. However, there is something missing. Girls.
Hey, the first chord, I think, is, chord, Eddie.
Sure, the film features female characters like Andy and Steph. However, their roles are secondary to the boys in the film.
What? Well, I want to say thank you. Wow, thank you. Real moment. You know, your voice is kind of nice when your mouth isn't screwing it up.
It'd be great to see a youthful adventure from the perspective of a group of mischievous and resourceful young ladies.
Why are you laughing? Steph, it was beautiful.
Next time you kiss him, do it with your eyes open. It's a whole different experience.
Rarely in film do we get to see young women throwing caution to the wind and taking on fantastical adventures without being a boy's sidekick or love interest. It's not the 80s anymore, people. Time for a little girl power.
Brand!
We'll see what she's ragging about, will ya?
Number 4. This is Spinal Tap.
If you can see,
Yeah.
the numbers all go to 11. Look, right across the board. 11,
I see.
11,
And most of
11,
the
and then
amps go up to 10.
Exactly.
You can never have too many mockumentaries. This film chronicles the rise and fall of the fictional English rock band Spinal Tap.
Its tasteless cover is a good indication of the lack of musical invention within. The musical growth rate of this band cannot even be charted. They are treading water in a sea of retarded sexuality and bad poetry.
That's nitpicking, isn't it?
The misogynistic behavior of the band is a direct comment on the state of sexism that existed in the rock and roll industry in the 70s and 80s. While the film attempts to bring these issues to light by openly mocking them, the ultimate commentary could be made by thrusting a female cast into the roles of sex-crazed rockers.
What do you call this?
Well, this piece is called Lick My Love Pump.
The ditzy behavior and heavy British accent seen in the film would be hilarious coming from the opposite sex. Turn the speakers up to 11 and get this one into pre-production.
Really think you're just making a much too big a thing out of it.
Making a big thing out of it would have been a good idea.
Number 3. The Usual Suspects.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist.
If any film is dying for a little female companionship, it's this one. This surprise hit about a group of men who meet in a seemingly random police lineup and decide to pull off a heist together would be a truly unique experience with a fresh female cast.
And what you gotta go and do that? Trying to make a point.
Well, why don't you make your point?
A remake in this case would be a little difficult, seeing how the film's success was directly tied to its twist ending. A reboot, however, is more than plausible.
Keaton always said, "I don't believe in God, but I'm afraid of him." Well, I believe in God, and the only thing that scares me is Kaiser Soze.
The gist of the film is that 5 individuals meet under suspicious circumstances and decide to work together.
Listen, you cocksucker, there is no Kaiser Soze. You mention his name again, I'll kill you right now.
Strange threat, Mr. Keaton.
Seeing how a group of women would cope under similar conditions is an intriguing scenario. A gender swap would provide a fresh direction for a tired genre.
You kids ready?
I would be if I didn't have to stop and answer you.
I'm ready.
Number 2, Men in Black.
This map shows the location of every registered alien on Earth at any given time, some of them under constant surveillance. Everyone on those screens is an alien.
2 women chasing extraterrestrials around New York City with giant futuristic weapons and a mind-erasing device? Can we get this made immediately?
What's the catch? The catch? The catch is you will sever every human contact. Nobody will ever know you exist anywhere.
Alright, we'll just say it. This iconic film franchise could benefit from a woman's touch. Whereas the original films were male-centric, with most female characters being relegated to the role of damsel in distress, this remake would show that 2 women are just as capable of handling an alien invasion as their male counterparts.
You're nothing but a smear on the sports page to me, you slimy, gut-sucking, intestinal parasite!
The odd couple routine that emerged between Agents K and J would be fun to see from a different perspective.
Now that's the worst disguise ever. That guy's definitely an alien.
How would these new characters interact? That's what we'd like to know. Maybe Julianne Moore and Emma Stone as the 2 agents. Just a suggestion.
I'm in trouble.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Wild Stallions!
Call my dad a loony again, and I'll kill you.
Loony, loony, loony. Ah! I'm gonna rip your head off and shut down your neck!
I made $970,000 last year. How much you make? You see, pal, that's who I am, and you're nothing.
Number 1, Reservoir Dogs.
Now, I don't want to kill anybody. If I gotta get out that door and you're standing in my way, one way or the other, you're getting out of my way.
This film needs to be remade with a female cast. Period. The classic crime thriller about the aftermath of a diamond heist gone wrong is perfectly suited for an all-female remake.
Tagged a couple of cops. Did you kill anybody?
A few cops.
No real people?
Just cops.
Because seriously, think about it. Swap out the dudes and throw some ladies into those iconic black suits and you'd have one hell of a picture.
Mr. Brown, Mr. White, Mr. Blonde, Mr. Blue, Mr. Orange, Mr. Pink.
Why am I Mr. Pink?
Because you're a faggot, all right?
Films that feature primarily female cast rarely tackle the dramatic crime genre. Just picture Charlize Theron as the level-headed Ms. White, Helena Bonham Carter as the sadistic Ms. Blonde, and Jennifer Lawrence as the neurotic Ms. Pink.
You're a hypocrite. You're a conformist. You're a liar. I opened up to you and you judged me. You're an asshole.
The image of these women smoking cigarettes and drinking coffee while discussing Madonna's Like a Virgin sounds like pure movie magic.
I don't even follow that top to the pop shit, and even I've heard it true. Well,
yeah, so even saying heard of it, all I asked is how's it go? Excuse me for not being the world's biggest Madonna fan.
Do you agree with our list?
You don't like it? You can kiss my furry little butt.
What movie do you think deserves to be remade with a female cast?
I mean, we're all going crazy in here or something. The kid is guilty. Why don't you listen to the facts?
For more entertaining top 10s published daily, be sure to subscribe to MsMojo.
You don't find that offensive?
No,
you don't find that sexist?
This is 1982.
That's
Bobby,
right,
come
it's
on.
1982. Get out of the 60s. We don't have this mentality anymore.